both in the shot and disc. Dominic Weatherly, junior from Hans Cruz, will follow him in the order. Dominic, a regional champ, the MAC Blue Conference champ, and the champion of Macomb County. He was fourth in the Division I final. Gerard Alexander, junior from Walled Lake Central, runner-up at the regional, third in the state final, 57.6 1/4 his top throw. Tyler Morogi, senior from Walled Lake Central. How about this? Third in the regional, runner-up at the state final. What a tough regional that was. 58.2 1/2 his top throw. Top seed in the boys shot put, junior from Parma Western. Regional champ, conference champ. Won the MITCA Division II meet. The runner-up in the Division II state final is Brennan Faber. Brennan, the top thrower, coming in 59.10 1/2.
I mean, we're gonna go like 8, we might go to 12. But like, I don't think we like. So the option, basically the option is we can look at the entries and then based off that, and I've already kind of done.
The girls discus, Isabel Sempian. The first thrower, sophomore from Livonia Franklin, runner-up in the Wayne County Championship. Lainey Wagner, a freshman senior from Richmond, fourth
Basically, it's like either
in the DWAC conference. Lindsay Sheehan, the junior from Fulton, ninth in the Division IV state final. Cassandra Trigger, the senior from Deckerville, 11th in the D4 finals. Abby Morris, the junior from Rochester Hills Lutheran Northwest, regional and MIAC champion. She was 7th in Division IV at the state level.
Yep, doing good.
Eddie Wilson, the freshman from Walled Lake Central, conference runner-up, fourth in her regional, 113.10 her top throw so far this year. Mackenzie Price, sophomore from Gladwin, conference and regional champ. She was 12th in the Division II final last weekend. She'll be followed by Olivia Barba. Olivia, junior from Grosse Pointe South, the MAC Red Conference champ, the runner-up at regional, 15th in the Division I final. Addison Syverson, the freshman from Montrose, will be following her. Conference champ, regional champ, second place in Division III as a discus thrower, also more known as a shot putter. Top throw so far in the state this year for Addison Syverson. Jada Ewell, the junior from Royal Oak, regional in the OAA Red-White Conference champ, fifth in Division I at the state level. And Allison Broadus, senior from Grand Rapids Catholic Central, conference and regional champ, second in Division II, 138.10. Her personal best, she'll be followed by Jordan Harris, the senior from Walled Lake Central, regional conference and county champion in Oakland County, ninth in the D1 finals. And Janae Hudson, the top seed coming in. Janae, a new graduate from Marysville, regional and MAC Gold champion. She was the state champion in Division II, 146.10. Her top throw so far in 2024. champ and a bronze medalist in Division 4. Dana Pearson, junior from Ferndale, regional champ, third in Oakland County. Brielle Reason, senior from Pinckney, regional and SEC white champion, and a state qualifier in Division 2, in 17.5 1/4 her top jump. Fiona Kane, sophomore from Dearborn Edsel Ford, Downriver Conference champ and regional champ. She was fourth in the Division 1 final, personal best of 18.1. Lena Cleveland, senior from Rochester, the top jumper, entered conference, regional, and Oakland County champion. She was also crowned the state champion in Division 1 last weekend. She is the meet and stadium record holder, personal best of 18 feet 9 inches. Girls long jump. One of the events underway at 10 o'clock. Boys high jumpers just got their final instructions. They'll start at 5 feet 11. Jumpers include Connor Woodruff, senior here from Davison. He was third in his regional. Christopher Dodson, junior from Macomb, Dakota, the MAC Red Conference champ. Rellen Willard, sophomore from Novi, state qualifier in Division 1. Alan Munford, sophomore from Grand Haven, personal best of 6 feet 2 inches. Xavier Lua, junior from the Capital Homeschool, the homeschool state champ in the 300 hurdles, personal best of 6'5" in the high jump. field events, sample a little bit of everything, find your favorite, sit and watch some of the best athletes in the state of Michigan. All 4 divisions represented here all weekend. Long jump, Lena Cleveland, the D1 state champ, is taking the lead, 18 feet 4 inches. Our fielders and all of our athletes will have to make their own energy today, used to having teammates, coaches, and a lot of athletes around them. Here it's much more of a quiet, focused series of events, just those athletes competing in that area. Lena Cleveland does have the facility record, 18.7 1/2. We'll keep an eye on that. We did have a new facility record in the 100 dash. Maya Rollins from the Purple Track Club, graduate of Pioneer High School, ran 12:30 last night, setting a new stadium record. We'll expect to see more fall as the afternoon unfolds. Brielle Reason from Pinckney moves to 3rd now in the girls' long jump, 16.5. Girls' disc is moving very, very quickly shot, Brennan Faber still in the lead. Very consistent throwing for him. 57 feet 11, 57 9 and 1/2. He was a state runner-up in Division 2. Tyler Morogi with a good throw moving into second in round 2, 53 feet 5 inches. Bryson Anderson into third, 53 feet 4. And Gerard Alexander, 51 feet 2. All of those throwers part of the great throwing team at Walled Lake Central. Runners, as you arrive, make sure you stop at the track barn. It's at the start of the 100-meter dash. Check in there first, please. The first event on the track will be the 1,600-meter run that's scheduled to start at 11 o'clock this morning. Bryson Anderson now takes the lead in the boys shot put in round 3, 58 feet even. Big new personal best for him, adding more than a foot to his previous best throw. fourth round is underway in the boys shot put. Bryson Anderson still in the lead. Brendan Faber second. Tyler Moroki, big throw in round four, moving to third, 56-11 and one half. Matt Moore has moved into fourth. His fourth round throw, 50 feet, 53 feet, 3 inches. And Gerard Alexander still fifth. 51 feet 2. Round 5 about to get underway in the boys shot. Flight 1 is complete in the girls discus. Cassandra Trigger was third, 104.8. Lane Wagner second, 109.5. And Abby Morris, the top throw in flight 1, 117.1. Flight 2 now warming up in the girls discus. Girls long jump in round 4. Lena Cleveland, our leader, 3 jumps measuring exactly 18 feet 4 inches today. That is the top jump of the day. Fiona Kane still second. Dana Pearson improved in round 3 to move into third, 16 feet 9 inches. And Sohani Gonzalez Castillo from Wyoming Potter's House in fourth, 16.5 and one half. Again, you can follow along all the field events, live.dlprotiming.org. Big thank you to Dave Lustig and Dan Englander for doing all of the timing and field event live result for us today. Great to be able to follow the field events throw by throw, jump by jump. Girls pole vault has now moved the bar to 9 feet 6 inches. All of our athletes still in at that height. The boys have worked their way to 12 feet even. Grady Myers, the first clearance there at that height. Girls high jump still working at 5 feet even. 7 jumpers over that height so far. Michaela Redmond, Emily Gilferson, Rennie Bolfibus, Adeline Bagnall, Molly Heller, Gonzalez Castillo, Vera Bucci, and Alicia Townsley all in the girls high jump. Boys high jump is moved to 6 feet 2 inches. boys shot put, Gerard Alexander improves in round 5, 52 feet 5. Stays in 5th place. Round foul for Brendan Faber. He's currently second. Bryson Anderson in the lead in the boys shot 58 feet even. New personal best for him. Had a lead change in the boys long jump. Conan Weeks, 21 feet 6 1/2. New leader in the boys long jump. In round 5 now, Jaden Van from Farmington moves into second. Also 21 feet 6 inches, 1/2 an inch behind Conan Weeks. Devon Alexander currently third, 21-3, and Jack Gonzalez 20 feet 11 3/4. He will sit fourth. Conan Weeks, the state champ in Division 3, in the lead in the boys long jump. first clearance, 5 feet 2 inches, the car tight. 10 jumpers remaining in that competition. Final of the day. Top 5 in the boys shot put. 5th was Gerard Alexander, Dutch Barbell Track Club, 52 feet 6 inches. 4th goes to Matthew 4, 53 9 and 1/2. 3rd was Tyler Moroki, also from the Dutch Barbell Track. New personal best for him, 56 11 and 1/2. 2nd was Brennan Faber, 57 feet 11 inches. And our champion in the boys shot put, 58 feet even, part of the Dungeon Barbell Track and Field Club, Bryson Anderson. They can have the top 8 report to the middle of the field for their medals. Top 8 boys shot putters for their medals, please. Play 2 underway in the girls' discus. Mackenzie Price on the board early for Gladwin, 112.4. Addison Syverson, the top throw so far in the competition, 136 feet even. Excellent throw for Syverson on her first throw in the girls' discus. It is a new PR for Stuyvesant, 136 even, the 11th longest throw in the state of Michigan so far this year. Play 2, girls discus, just getting underway, we're still in round 1. day of the Michigan Champion of Champions meet. At this time, we ask that you please rise if you're able. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Active duty members and retired members of the military may leave their caps on while rendering the proper military salute as we honor America and all those who protect her with the playing of our national anthem. Ryan Illichman. 6, freshman from Midland, 424-9, Cameron Cochran. 7, a junior from Grand Rapids Catholic Central, 425-1, Jet Hillary. 8, senior from Davison, the PR 425-5, Ian Forrest. 9, junior from Shepherd, 425-3, Logan Longuski. 10, junior from Flint Kersley, 425-9, Jack Lillywhite. 11, sophomore from Sault Ste. Marie, 427-3, Gabe Litzner. 12, junior from Lapeer, 422-9, Jacob Ostenmacher. 13, junior from Pinckney, 426-3, Zachary Newman. 14, junior from Livonia Churchill, 426-8, his best, Malcolm Spiegel. 15, freshman from Hart, PR 427 flat, Bobby Jazwinski the third. And 16 is a freshman from Kalamazoo Central, 427-7. Samuel Baker. We are underway. As we go through that first 400. to not have to double, triple, or even quadruple, as they often have to. Connor Griffin now in the lead in the yellow over black. I believe that's Cameron Cochran running in second in the red over black. 69 degrees as we get underway here at Davidson High School. Up with Mitchell Hyatt in second from Onstead. And Pestrew in third. Jen Hillary now moving into third. Light blue over black. Halfway through, 2-0. Finish line clock stop for a minute there. So Connor Griffith, Mitchell Hyatt, Zachary Newman in third on the move. Those three breaking away. And still Jeff Hillary in the light blue in fourth. Top 8 will earn medals here in this race. Number 3 wide on the home straightaway, taking the bell. .316 at the bell, 1 to go. Still Connor Griffin in the yellow in the lead. Mitchell Hyatt in second, and Zachary Newman in third. Griffin trying to run away from everyone down the back straightaway. Newman now moves into second. All of our athletes running unattached today for us. Connor Griffith, new graduate from Marshall High School, down the home straightaway the final time. Mitchell Hyatt still in second. Connor Griffith will be your champion, the up and coming boys 1600. Personal best for Griffith, 4:22.26. Mitchell Hyatt, 4:24.64. Ryan Illickman, 4:25.47. Illickman out for second, Hyatt for third, 4:26.28. See how those times scrolling on the board at the finish line? Spiegel fourth, 4:26.29. Landon Pestrew will finish fifth, 4:28.37. And Forrest, new seasonal best for him, 4:28.76. Jeff Hillary, new personal best for him, going under 4:30 for the first time. Top 8 is assembling right in the middle of the football field. Cardinal logo. Jeb Hillary, Ian Forrest. Landon Pestrew, Malcolm Spiegel, Ryan Illickman, Mitchell Hyatt, and Connor Griffith received their medals right on the middle of the football field. Champion of Champions now lining up Champions Division. Ready to get underway. We'll introduce them after the gun.
On your mark.
Hip 1, junior from Green City, runner-up in Division 3 is August Brody. Hip 2, senior from Pinckney, 4th in Division 2, Evan Lockridge. 3 from Capital Homeschool, PR of 4:16.1 is Jesse Carson. 4 Battle Creek Lakefield Regional Champion, PR of 4:14.9 is Aiden Moore. 5 senior from Ann Arbor Pioneer, 9th in Division 1, Eric Overdeer. 6 a senior from Troy, 2nd in the Oakland County meet, Vishma Red Shankar. 7 a sophomore from Kalamazoo Hackett, Eric Lutkovitz. 8 senior from Hazlitt, Egg Carmody. 9 and in the lead is Ty Parker from Walnut Corner. 10 from Canton is Adam Tipping. 11 from Troy Athens, Dylan Esser. 1:04 as we go through a very quick 400. 12 junior from Canton, Mitchell Clark. 13 from St. John's is Isaac Stade. 14 junior from Canton, Jack Chadwick. 15 junior from Blodgett Union, Owen Saylor. And 16 from Northfield, Ishan Kundapour. It's Jesse Carson in the lead on the back straightaway. Evan Lockridge running 2nd for Pinckney. Point at 2:08. Very consistent pacing up front, 64-64 for those 2 laps. So Jesse Carson in the lead, Eric Overdeer 2nd, Evan Lockridge in 3rd, those 3 breaking away. Moore trying to bridge that gap and make it 4 up front. Carter Brody with a big finish. He will take the win for 14. And we'd like our top 8 for their awards. 4:14:43 for Rody for the win. Evan Lockridge 4:15:47, new PR for him. Ty Parker 4:16:26, personal best for him also. Eric Overdeer 4th, 4:18:62. Jack Chadwick 4:19:45. Jesse Carson 4:19:96. Dylan Esser, new PR 4:20:29 for him. And Merrick Bukovitz 4:22:47. All 8 of those athletes. Please report to the middle of the field for your awards. Championship girls 1600 will be up next. Girls 1600 next up on the track. They're ready to go.
Okay. Yep. Can we do it after this?
They're safely underway in the championship girls Rochester, the Oakland County champion. Third in Division 1 in the 3200 is Lucy Cook. 2 from Zeeland East, All-State cross country, Emma Drag. Hit 3, junior from Goodrich. 8th in D2, Cameron Maunder. 6 from Lake Orion, Hannah Direct. She was the runner-up last night. 7, junior from Fraser, Grace Rubino. 8, senior from Brighton, Nikki Crothers. 9, senior from Ann Arbor Pioneer, Lydia Bowman. 11 from Auburn Hills, Oakland Christian, Eliza Keith. 13, junior from Hart, Allison Enns. 14, freshman from Lakeview is Cameron Saladay. 15, senior from Zeeland East, Allison Kuzma. 16, senior from Pioneer, Natalie Mello. 17, freshman from Gobles, Liddy Smith. So 14, junior off the PR last night. 110 as we go through the 400 meters. 18 from Okemos is Shannon Gillihan, and 19 from Davison, Paige McCardle. Demographic out in front from Zeeland East, All-Stater in the 4x800, and also in cross country. Lucy Cook in second from Rochester. And that's Cameron Lauender in third. A 2:22 halfway through for Emma Drenick. Now Lucy Cook in the lead, she has the lead at the halfway point. Three-time medalist in the 3200. Three-time the top 10 finisher in cross country, also in Division 1. Grace Capito now challenging for second. Lucy Cook running away from the field on the back straightaway. Lydia Bowman in the pick over Black now into fourth. Lydia may stay on the tiny. Pioneer the runners up in Division 1, the 4x8. Lucy Cook down the home straightaway, final time. Lydia Bowman for second. A big new personal best for several runners there. Lucy Cook with a big new PR, 4:48.44. Top 5 runners all with Cook.
Thank you very much. Yep.
Lydia Bowman, 5:03.28. Natalie Mountain. held 5 feet even. Tied for 6th between Molly Heller and Sohani Gonzalez Castillo at 5 feet even. 5th was Garabucci, also at 5 feet. New PR for Kendall Wilcox in 4th, 5 feet 2. 3rd is Alicia Townsend, part of Michigan Racers, 5 feet 4 inches. 2nd, Irene Polhamus, 5 feet 5 inches. And our champion in the girls' high jump today, part of the Michigan Racers, 5 feet 5 inches was her top jump. Congratulations to Melina Chevalier. We are giving medals to 9 and 10 in that girls 1600, so we would like Cameron Saladay and Shannon Gillihan to report to the center of the field for their medals also. Cameron Saladay and Shannon Gillihan, please report to the center of the field for your medals in that girls 1600. Flights underway in the boys' discus, one of the stronger fields of the entire weekend. Zachary McFerrin in the early lead, 149.7. Cameron Ramsau in second, 140 feet 2 inches. All-state athletes from last weekend in the boys discus, and Bryson Anderson, the top thrower in the state of Michigan. 23rd on the national list so far this year. He will be throwing in the men's discus. Tyler Morogi, Gerard Alexander, Dominic Weatherly, all in the top 5 in Division 1 in the discus. They will be up shortly. Section of the boys 400-meter dash. Lane 1 is a sophomore from Birmingham Hills, Beverly Hills Groves. 7 in his regional, Jeremiah Mack. In 3, senior from Coloma, 8th in the Division 3 final is Fletcher Todd. Lane 4, sophomore from Cranbrook, Kingswood. 4th in the Oakland County meet, David Precasante. And in lane 6 is junior from Davison, the all SVL in the 400, 4x4, and 4x8 PR of 51.49 is Colby Huggard. Boys 400 underway. It's Jeremiah Mack in 1, Fletcher Todd in 3, David Asante in 4, and Colby Huggard in 5. David Asante in 4, fastest PR 50 or 49.70. He is in the early lead halfway through. Finished his sophomore year at Cranbrook Kingswood. He's rolling down the home straightaway. David Asante. Jeremiah Mack in second. David Asante will win the boys 400. And a new personal best, 49.53 for him. Jeremiah Mack also PRs, 50.78. Fletcher Todd, 51.25. And Colby Huggard, a new personal best for him also, 51.93. Those four should go receive their medals in the middle of the field. Just as we did last night, outstanding performances, a lot of PRs all the way through, up and down the list of competitors. And for David Asante, that too is a new stadium record. 49.53, breaking the mark of Colin McGregor, set last year from Midland Down, 49.62. Congratulations to David Asante, new stadium record. First heat of 2, lining up for the girls 400-meter dash. Ava Patterson from Capital Homeschool be in lane 3, runner-up in the 400-meter dash for the homeschool state champs. 4 is Madison Cooley, sophomore from Gobles, 10th in the 400 at the Division 4 final, 60.25 for personal best. 5 will be Lila Kiley from Kingston, regional champ in this event, and 6 will be Katie Comstock from the Capital Homeschoolers. She was a senior this year. First section of 2 underway in the girls 400. From the inside out, Ava Patterson, Madison Cooley, Lila Kiley, and Katie Comstock. Madison Cooley, the fastest PR in the middle of the track. She's out well. Take over great. It's Katie Comstock. outside of her in 6. Madison Cooley with a good lead early. Abe Patterson in 2nd. Still Comstock on the outside. Madison Cooley, Katie Comstock, Lila Kiley trying to catch her. Cooley for the win. 60.68, new personal best for her. Katie Comstock 101.59. Lila Kiley also PR 61.95 and 103.03 for Patterson. Section 2 will bring us Tanana Emmendorfer, senior from Sand Creek in 1. She was 7th in the Division 3 finals. 2 is Grace Lorenz, junior from Coopersville, regional champ in this event, 6th in Division 2. Lane 3, she's a sophomore from Stevensville Lakeshore, regional champ in this event, 5th in the state final in Division 2, Kate Ward. In lane 4, junior from Onstead, she's a state champion at 400, 800, 1600, and 3200 in Division 3. One of only 3 athletes in the state of Michigan ever to do that in an outdoor state championship. 55.85 her personal best. 7-time state champ is Emery Ross in lane 4. Lane 5, she's a senior from East Lansing. The runner-up in the CAAC Blue Conference, 9th in the Division 1 finals is Amelia Beal. 6, a sophomore from Northville, regional champ at 400 and a state qualifier, Callie Seiler. Lane 7, junior from Rochester Hills, Stony Creek, state qualifier 59.32 her personal best, Ella Kraszewski. And in lane 8, junior from Beverly Hills Groves, 13th in the Oakland County meet, Kendall Brown. We'll combine these 2 sections. The top 8 will get medals in this event. Second final heat underway. Emmendorfer, Lorenz, Ort, Ross, Beal, Seiler, and Brown. Kate Ort out very fast in the white over black. To her outside, Emery Ross in the orange. Ross with a very slight lead here at 200 meters. Emery Ross now breaking away after a great curve. 4-time state champ for Onstead. Onstead the number 2 in their state championship. Look at this time. Emery Ross for the win, an outstanding time for her, 55.01. That is the fastest time in the state of Michigan so far this year. New personal best for her. Callie Seiler, 58.02 for second. Tatiana Emmendorfer for third, 58.09. Grace Lorenz, new personal best for her, 58.32. And Kate Ort will finish fifth, 58.69. Amelia Beal, 58.79. Emery Ross, the champion of the girls 400. Truly the champion of champions, the fastest time in the state of Michigan so far. What a season it has been for her. 4-time state champion. What range. 400, 800, 1600, and 3200. Time to put the hurdles on the track. The boys 300 hurdles will be the next event. When we combine those two sections, your top 8 are Katie Comstock, Madison Cooley, Amelia Beal, Kate Ort, Grace Lorenz, Nana Emmendorfer, Callie Seiler, and Emery Ross. If you could please report to the center of the field for your awards. Comstock, Cooley, Beal, Ort, Lorenz, Emmendorfer, Seiler, and Ross. We do need the hurdles on the track, please. The boys 300 hurdles will be our next event. Our top 10 in the girls long jump. They can report for their medals also. Maria Brown, 15 feet 5. Mary Robert, 15.5 and 1/2. Hannah Barr, 15 feet 6. Erica Proctor, 15 feet 11. 6 was Riley Nelson, 16.5. Brielle Reason, 16 feet 5 inches. 4th was Dana Pearson, 16 feet 9 inches. 3rd, Fiona Kane, 17 feet 5. 2nd was Sohani Gonzalez Castillo, 17 feet 9 inches. And the champion in the girls long jump, 18 feet more and 1/2. The D1 state champion is also the champion of champions, Lena Cleveland, student at Rochester High School. Boys 300 hurdlers should be checked in at this time. Checking into the end zone closest to the flagpole near your start line. And the top 10 in the boys long jump, Gavin Robinette, 19.4 and 1/4. Brayden Taco, 19.11 and 1/2. 8th was Reese Bedford, 20 feet even. 7th, Colin Munford, 20 feet 5 and 1/4. 6th, Jamar Peterson, 20 feet 10. 5th was Carter Lance, 20-10 and 3/4. 4th, Jack Gonzalez, 21 feet even. 3rd, Javon Alexander, 21.7 and 3/4. 2nd was Conan Weeks, 21 feet 9 inches. And our champion by 1/2 an inch, 21.9 and 1/2. Congratulations to Jaden Van. flights of 36-inch hurdles set in place. We're ready for the boys 300-meter hurdles. This will be a two-section final. Michael Featherstone will line up in lane 2. Senior from Constantine. State qualifier in this event, 41.91 his personal best. Trace Engelman will be in lane 3. Caleb Ritzema from Granville Kelvin in 4. 5 will be Grant Johnson. Engelman, the champion of the Greater Thumb West Conference, state qualifier in Division 3. Caleb Ritzema in 4, champion of the OK Silver Conference, 9th in the Division 3 finals. 5 will be Grant Johnson. 6 will be Xavier Luia, state champ in the Homeschool Championships at 300 hurdles. 41.85 his personal best. Caden Bruce will start in lane 7, senior from Kingston. He was 8th in the Division 4 finals. Record Michael Davis Hawkins 38.58 set last year. Trace Engelman and Ritzema. On the outside, that's Christopher Dotson. Dotson in 8, Ritzema in 4. Christopher Dotson. He is going to taste this first section. 40-70 for his winning time. Ritzema runs 41-27 for second. Grant Johnson third, 41-67. Tracy Engelman fourth, 42-08. Second final heat, Zachary Durka competing unattached in 1. Nate Johnson from Novi in 2, regional champ in this event, 5th in the Oakland County meet. 3 is Dawson Sharer. 3rd in the Division 4 state final, and Elijah Dyer in 4. Dyer in 4, Landon Bennett, state champion in Division 4 and 5. Leonardo Ignacio, league and regional champ, rolling in lane 6 in the white over black from Saline. Matthew Johnson, Hemlock in 7. Aaron Stallworth in lane 8. Leonardo Ignacio, something to prove in lane 6. State qualifier in both hurdles. Did not run that day, and he is rolling down the home straightaway. Leonardo Ignacio on his way to Eastern Michigan. And look at this time. It's a big new PR for Ignacio. $37.99. That is a new stadium record. 3rd fastest time in the state of Michigan so far this year. Landon Bennett 39.59. Elijah Dyer 40.07. Dawson Sharer 40.72. And Aaron Stallworth 40.91. 5 athletes under 41 seconds. Leonardo Ignacio is your champion in the boys 300 hurdles. New stadium record, 37.99. We'll leave the hurdles in place, drop them down to 30 inches. The girls 300 hurdles will be next. Here are your 10 award winners in the boys 300 hurdles. Grant Johnson 41.67. Caleb Ritzema 41.27. Nate Johnson 41.24. Zachary Durka 41.13. Aaron Stallworth 40.91. Dawson Sharer 40.72. Christopher Dotson was 4th out of that first heat, 40.70. Elijah Dyer 40.07. Landon Bennett 39.59, and Leonardo Ignacio 37.99. Those 10 athletes, please report to the center of the field. Your medals await you there. And 2 stadium records on the boys' side, 2 stadium records on the girls' side. And these are outstanding records here. Some of the names on the list: Thomas Westfall, state champ in the 3200. Brendan Herger, state champ, possibly the top 800 runner in the country this year from Northville. A fellow named Grant Fisher ran for Grand Blanc, now a U.S. Olympian. He holds the 1,600-meter record here in the stadium. We've got 3 athletes entered in the first of 2 sections of the girls' 300 hurdles. Francie Menard from the homeschool in 3. The runner-up at their state champions. 4 is Mackenzie Darusha, Saginaw Valley Lutheran, regional champ, 14th in the Division 3 final. And Maisie Menard from Capital Homeschool in 5. She was 4th at their state championships. Entered. The top 8 in these 2 sections will be awarded medals. Big thank you to all of our sponsors, Moneyball Apparel. They are set up at the end of the home straightaway selling t-shirts. Make sure you get one for yourself. Surprise your dad, take one home for Father's Day next weekend. Gray and green are your color options. Make sure you go early, pick up the right color, the right size for you. Thank you also to Playmakers, MITCA, Bauman's Running Store, the Ann Arbor Running Company, and DL Pro Timing. Thank you all for sponsoring this meet. Great opportunity for the best of the best, champions of champions, to compete here after the state finals, going after PRs, school records, positions on the Michigan list, positions on the national list in some cases. Thank you to all of our sponsors allowing this to happen for these great athletes. Section of 2 underway in the girls' 300 hurdles. Menard Darusha and Menard, your 3 runners on the track. Mackenzie Darusha in the middle of the track in lane 4. together after 5 hurdles, 3 to go. Macy Minara in 5, Mackenzie Barusha in 4. They're still together after 7 hurdles. This race. Synchronized hurdling here in the girls 300. Mackenzie Darusha by 1/10 of a second, 48.43. Chops a full second off her best personal best. Maisie Menard runs 48.53. She will take second. And Francie Menard will run 52.30 for third. Second and final section, Riley Cole, sophomore from Hudsonville in 1, 4th in her region. 2 is late Lucy Cote from Hillsdale Academy, runner-up in the conference, 9th in the state final. 3, Kira Zorski, junior from Clarkston, the runner-up in the OAA conference. 4, Ashley Cray, senior from Northville, conference champ, regional champ. She was 8th in the Division I final, 44.83 her personal best. 5 is Nora Galt, junior from Kingsley, conference and regional champ. She was the runner-up in Division III. 7 is Janelle Brown from East Lansing, regional champ, state qualifier in this event. And in lane 7 will be Lucy Stevens, junior from Davis, and runner-up in the conference, 3rd in her regional. Final section underway. Cole, Cote, Zorski, Gray, Dalton, Brown, and Stevens. Nora Galton in 5, Janelle Brown in 6, out early. Very difficult race to judge your effort. Still Brown in 6. Ashley Cray coming on in 4 now. Ashley Cray with a strong home straightaway. She is in the lead. Northville High. And Cray will be your winner here of the girls' 300 hurdles. 45.99 her winning time. Nora Galton 47.10. Janelle Brown 47.82. Kira Zorski 48.10, Lucy Cote 48.55, and Riley Cole 48.62, Lucy Stevens 50.02. And that concludes our 300 hurdles. We can remove the hurdles from the track. Up and coming boys 800-meter run will be next. We do need these 8 girls hurdlers that just finished to report to the middle of the field for their awards. Riley Pohl, Lucy Cote, Maisie Minard, Mackenzie Darusha, Kira Zorski, Janelle Brown, Nora Galton, and Ashley Cray. Please report for your awards. Up and coming boys 800 will be next. That's scheduled for 12:15 this afternoon. We do try to stay on the time. schedules so our athletes and coaches know exactly when our events will be run. It helps them gauge their warm-up appropriately. Sale going on at the concession stand. Donuts and breadsticks now down to $2. Concession stand behind the home straightaway near the finish line area. Sale on donuts and breadsticks. Now those would be left over at this time of day. It's beyond me, but they are, so good chance to pick up a little snack here in the middle of the meet. One of the boys' disc is complete. Zachary McFerrin from Shreveport, the top throw, 151.6, new personal best for him. Logan Ensing from Byron Central also a PR, 143.10. Play 2 now warming up, actually an outstanding competition. And the girls' shot put, Addison Stuyvesant, the freshman from Montrose, 47.4 1/2. She'll be your champion of the girls' shot. Janae Hudson, 45 feet 1/2 inch. Jordan Harris, 41.9, new personal best for her. And Destiny DeJarnett from Hazel Park, 36.11. She will finish 4th. Boys pole vault continues on, 13.6, the current height. Still passing, so 12 bowlers still remain in the boys' competition. In the girls, 12 feet is their current height. Alexandra Sanzori with a new personal best of 11.6 for her. She is in second. Juliana Sarapiglia is in the lead in the girls' pole vault. Third attempts coming for both of those two athletes at 12 feet even. One will be freshman from Midland, Cameron Cochran. 2, senior from Clio, Mason Brewer. 3, junior from Grand Rapids Catholic Central, Aiden Kasperic. 4, senior from Rockford, Nate Fahey. 5, junior from Marquette, Evan Belko. 6, senior from Brighton, Josh Hamilton. 7, sophomore from Royal Oak Shrine, Ebenezer Cerrone, state champ in cross country. 8, Quasiac Union, Owen Salyer. 9, Portage Northern, Luke Baker-Heupel. 10 from Kalamazoo Central, Gavin Z. 11 from Northville is Reeves Grayson. 12 is Grant Gonzer, senior from Port Huron Northern. 13 from Marysville is Trent Glass. 14 from Marine City, Cardinal Mooney, Isaac Zammit. 15, Kalamazoo Central, Samuel Baker. 16 from Marshall is Reese Davis. 17, Traverse City Central, Shiloh Gersonson. And 18, freshman from Northville is Brandon Cloud. Just one section of the up-and-coming 800.
On your mark.
Top 10 will medal here today in this event. David back on the move into third. Ebenezer Cerrone stringing the field out nicely, giving everybody a place to run. And Sailor now challenging for the lead. There's a pack of 8 that is broken away. Cameron Cochran in the lead. Freshman from Minden. And to his outside, Reese Grayson from Northville. Grayson in the lead. Northville well underdog. Grayson the lead a huge group under 2 minutes. Grayson for the win. .79 new PR for him. 158.28. Gavin Seahey for second. Cameron Cochran third. 158.38. Ebenezer Cerrone 158.54 for fourth. Aiden Kasperzek for fifth. 159.01. Reese Davis 159.54. Seasonal best for him. Tyler Gersonson 159.68. Isaac Zammit 2 flat 41 and Trent Glass 2 flat 48. Those top 10, please report to the middle of the field for your medals. Girls up and coming 800 will be next. Belko, Gerstensen, Davis, Kasperzek, Cerrone, Cochran, Seahey, and Grisek. Please report for your award, along with Zammit and Glass. Up-and-coming girls coming to the track next. One from Rochester Hills, Lutheran Northwest, Abigail Rice. Several-time All-Stater in cross-country on her way to Oakland University this coming fall. 2 from Davison is Brooke Lamos. 3 senior from East Lansing, Amelia Beal. 4 from Oak Park, Jordan Maddox Jones. 5 Rochester Adams, Caitlin Capelia. 6 sophomore Madison Reeves Puffer, Jersey Billick. 7 from Brighton, Nikki Carruthers. 8 senior from Pittsburgh, Brooke Smith. 9 senior from Flint Kersley, Ava Boggs. 10 junior from Portage Central, Alana Clay. 11 junior from Carlton Airport, Courtney Bovair. 12, she's a junior from Oak Park, Deshanna Kellogg. 13, freshman from Walled Lake Northern, Emily Alt. And 14 from Gobles will be Madison. Top 10 athletes will earn medals in this event. One section of the up-and-coming girls 800. Shayna Kellogg out very quickly. State champion for Oak Park, 4x4. Moving up in distance here. Brooke Lamos in second. Jordan Maddox Jones running together, 106 at the halfway. Oak Park with the state champ in this event, Kylie King. Shayna Kellogg playing very well for them here, part of Motor City Track Club. Rice on the move down the back straightaway in the red over black. She now moves into second, strong back straightaway for her. Big move at the 300-meter mark, and she will now take the lead.
Let's go, Jordan!
Shayna Kellogg takes the lead right back from her. So it's Kellogg and Rice around the curve. Brooke Smith in the third. Shayna Kellogg get home. Kellogg, Rice, and Brooke Smith. Kellogg's going to run 2:15. What a race. Abby Rice for second, and Brooke Smith for third. 2:15.50 for Kellogg. Abby Rice 2:19.63. Brooke Smith 2:19.83. Emily Alt 2:20.41, Jordan Jones Maddox 2:20.52, Brooke Lamos 2:20.75, Alana Clegg 2:20.89, Ava Boggs in 8th, 2:21.01, 5 PRs in that race, Nikki Crothers 2:22.91. And then Amelia Beal, 2:23.35. Those 10 athletes can please report to the center of the field for their awards. Beal and Carruthers, Boggs, Clegg, Lamos, Jones, Maddox. The boys championship 800. Boys and girls 800 absolutely loaded here. In the discus, Bryson Anderson in the lead early, round 2, 169 feet even. Top thrower in the state so far this year, 23rd in the country. 3 fouls at the regional precluded him from throwing in the state final, but he is in the lead here. Bot Chase in second, 160 feet 8 inches. Tyler Morogi third, 158.7, and Dominic Schar, 158.2. The leaders in the boys discus round 2. On the track, 16 runners entered here in the championship boys 800. One will be a junior from Marshall, Jack Bidwell. 2 senior from Troy, 14th in Division 1 final, Louis D'Souza. 3 junior from Canton, 9th in Division 1 final, Adam Dickin. 4 junior from U of D Jesuit, Lowen Mullen. 5 a junior from Forest Hills Eastern, Henry Dickin. 6 senior from Wyoming Potter's House, Jackson Rodriguez. senior from Waterford Kettering, Andrew Mercier. 8, sophomore from Northville, Ben Hardigan, state champion. Big part of their 4x800 meter relay. 9, sophomore from Fenton, Dylan Hamilton. 10, senior from Midland now, Colin McGregor. 11, junior from Northville, Ethan Powell. Also part of that champion 4x8 and an all-stater in the 3200. 12 is a sophomore from Alma, Thomas Larson. 13, senior from Portland, Matthew Seavey. 14, junior from Davison, Luke Meyer. 15, senior from Coloma, coming off his PR in the 3200 last night, Odin Genovese. And 16 is a junior from Carlton Airport, Callum Bell. They will take to the track shortly, scheduled to start at 12:30. Again, the concession stand is open, just behind the stands near the finish line. Deals on hot dogs and breadsticks, among other good things to eat. It's a rare chance for many of these 800 runners to run 800 fresh. Not having run the relay before that, no 1600 before this. For some of them, no 400 before this. Great chance for them to come out PR running. This is their first race of the weekend. And again, the top 8 will medal in this event. I'm sorry, the top 10 will medal here in Champions Boys 800.
On your mark.
Champion of Champions Boys 800 meter run underway. This will be quick. Henry Dixon, Louis D'Souza working together out front. 27 seconds through that first 200. Louis D'Souza in the lead, Adam Tinkin running second. Followed by Henry Dixon, Justin Rodriguez. A little more difficult picking out athletes without their college high school uniforms. 56 seconds through that first 400. Jackson Rodriguez out to a big lead. Jackson Rodriguez in the lead. Henry Dixon trying to chase him. Rodriguez and Jackson. Jack Bidwell on a big move. Look at that kick by Bidwell. Woo. That is too close to call from here. Jack Bidwell with a great run down the home straightaway when he will take the win by 1/100th. 153.63. 10th fastest in the state of Michigan. Jackson Rodriguez 153.64. Henry Dixon 153.83. Logan Mullen 154.21. Ethan Powell 154.24. Top 5. All setting personal best. Andrew Mercier 155.05. What a weekend for Bowden Genovese 155.12. PR in the 3200 last night. PR in the 800 here today. Louis D'Souza for 9th. Ben Hardigan for 10th. 155.74 for 10th place. What a field. What a race that was. Those top 10 finishers, please report for your awards. Girls Championship 800 will be next. Should have started the introductions of the award or the girls 800 Wednesday to do them justice. What an outstanding field this is going to be here in the girls 800. Girls scheduled to start at 12:40 this afternoon. Boys discus Dominic Charles moved into second place, 167.2. They're now in round 4. Chase still third, Tyler Moroki fourth. And now Matthew Ford has taken the lead. Carleton Airport thrower, 170 feet even. Most recent throw in flight in round 4. Matthew Ford in the lead in the boys discus. Bryson Anderson currently second, 169. For his top throw today. Girls pole vault has concluded. Juliana Serapiglia with the win there in the girls vault. 11 feet 6. Alexandra Sanzori was second. Also at 11.6. And the bar still up in the boys competition. We're working at 14 feet even. Sean Sanzori and Jace Roll, both with clearances 14 feet. Bryce Toker with the first attempt coming, second attempt coming for Chase Batani. And for Ray Weatherington and Asher Paul. Chris Emion, the state champion in Division 1, and Sam Vesperman, the runner-up, still passing to this point. We're 14 feet in that boys pole vault. 800, personal best of 213 flat is Morgan Brown. If 7, senior from Ottawa Hills, the runner-up in the Division 1 1600, which ran 440 that day. Personal best of 212.3 here in the 800 is Selma Anderson. Hip number 9, senior from Jackson and Lumen Christie, the runner-up in Division 3 in the 800. PR of 2088 is Madison Osterberg. Hip 9, senior from the Grand Rapids Track Club Peregrines, 215.2 is Daisy Speed. Hip 10, freshman from Novi, Caitlin Egley. Hip 11, junior from Midland Down, Victoria Garces. She was third in the state final at 3,200. 12 is a junior from Farmington, Molly Bracco. 13, senior from Ann Arbor Pioneer, Sylvie Sanook to follow. Sylvie, two-time state champion in the 4x800, 456 PR in the mile, and on her way to Yale next year. Hip 14, junior from Alma, Joy Evans. 15 from Owasso is Scotty Balduli, and 16 freshman from Lakeview will be Cameron Saladay. Perfect conditions to run, 71 degrees, no wind. Five state champions on the track at the same time.
On your mark.
No surprise seeing Rachel Forsyth go right to the front. Layla Jordan in the red, Kylie King right behind her, Motor City Track Club. Tommy Ross in the orange. 29 seconds through that first 200. As usual, Rachel Forsyth off to a very quick start. Fifth in the nation in cross country this fall, both the Nike Cross and the East Bay. Rachel Forsyth, Layla Jordan, Kylie King, and we lost 60.7 as we're at 400 meters. State record 205.05. Gina Gall, as a high schooler, set that state record. First time Rachel Forsyth has ever been able to run an 800 fresh, and look at her go. Layla Jordan in second, Kylie King in third. And then that's Sydney Kuhn in fourth now. Kuhn is a great speed state champ, 200, 400, but keep an eye on her. Kylie King now into second. Rachel Forsyth rolling around the curve. Kuhn into third, Kylie King second. Rachel Forsyth, 153 on the clock. Look at her go. Okay, go. They're too flat, 205.5, the state record. And there it is. That is a new state record. Emery Ross for second. What a race by Rachel Forsyth. Old state record 205.05 for Gina Gall. Rachel Forsyth has smashed that record. We're waiting for that official time to come up. 2:03.87. What a race. That is the fastest time ever run by a high schooler in the state of Michigan. Any meet, any conditions, 2:03.87. What a race. Waiting for those times to come up for the runners behind her. Certainly all new PRs for them as well. is also the second fastest time in the U.S. this year by a high school woman. What a race for Rachel Forsythe. Still seeing the men's results on the board. Wait for the women to come up. There it is, 2:03.87. Emery Ross runs 2:07.54. Sydney Kuhn 2:08.34. Kylie King 2:08.41. Selma Anderson 2:11.23. Layla Jordan 2:11.44. Madison Osterberg also at 2:11. Morgan Brown 2:13.10. Molly Baracco 2:13.78. So Baracco, Brown, Osterberg, Jordan, Anderson, King, Kuhn, Ross, and Forsythe can report to the middle of the field for your awards. Top 5 all setting new personal bests. Emery Ross, number 33 on the U.S. list so far this year. Second fastest time in the state of Michigan so far this year. Four runners under 2:09. What a race. And those are the 4 fastest times in the state of Michigan, of course, this year. That is some history. What a race for Rachel Forsythe. Only made possible by the talent of those other runners. Layla Jordan, state champ. Kylie King, state champ. Emery Ross, 7-time state champ. Sydney Kuhn, state champ. 200, 400. All pushing Rachel Forsythe through that time. Thank you, ladies. What a race that was. On the back straightaway, we're ready now for the first of 2 sections in the boys 200. Gabriel Van Gore in lane 2. Chance McNeil, sophomore from Novi, in 3. Carter Glee, sophomore, Traverse City Central, in 4. Runner-up of the Big North Conference. 5 will be Laith Griffith from Telston, Sky Valley Conference champ, 20th in Division 4, and then DeMar Peterson from Farmington in lane 5. Lane 6.
George, maybe answer your phone. Mike might be trying to call you.
I'd like to have those top finishers in the girls 800 please report to the finish line area. We're going to set up a little photo out there for you with all those times on the board. Please have those top finishers in that girls 800 to the finish line. Come back out of orbit, come back to the Earth's atmosphere, land for us, back by the finish line. What a race. Good chance to remind everyone of Jeff Hollabaw's weekly newsletter, mistrack.org. Subscribe for free. Stay up to date on all of the information, all the happenings on Michigan track and field. This will certainly get big coverage there. Always, all the girls too shy to stand out front to be in the front of the photo. We're trying to get into the back row. What a group of athletes. Rachel Forsyth on her way to Michigan State. Kylie King, we believe, to Hampton. Layla Jordan and Emery Ross are just juniors. They'll be back. Sydney Kuhn, also a junior. Selma Anderson off to join her brother at Syracuse. Sylvie Sinuk to follow will be at Yale next year. We'll see all of those athletes on the college level. Well, look at all the talent coming back. Layla Jordan, Emery Ross, Sydney Kuhn. The boys 200 on the back straightaway. First section of two in the boys 200. Van Gore, McNeil, Glee, Griffith, and Peterson. And this is very even after the first 100. In the red, that's Gabriel Van Gore. In two, he runs the strongest home straightaway. He is going to win this first section. Quick heads up, we're going to rerun part of the boys' 300 hurdles after the 200. One of our athletes had a hurdle in his lane, was impeded by that. We're going to rerun that to make sure he has a fair chance. Again, we're going to rerun the boys, some of the boys' 300 hurdles after this 200. Gabriel Van Gore, 22:47. Carter Glee, 23:12. Jamar Peterson, 23:23. And Lath Griffith, 23:33. Second section, this will be Javon Alexander, sophomore, East Kentwood, in 1, 11th in the state final. 2, Jeremiah Mack from Beverly Hills Grove, 7th in his region. 3 will be Timothy Reeves, the second, freshman from Novi. 3rd at the freshman Oakland County meet. 4, Jason Hamilton, the second, junior from Troy, the runner-up in both the conference and the regional, third in his county, 11th in the state final. Our 400 champ, David Rakesh Asante, comes back in lane 5. Jamal Rudolph in 6, Fletcher Todd in 7, Kai Fisher in lane 8. 4 and 5, that's Jason Hamilton. David Rakesh Asante. Hamilton with just the slightest of margin for the championship. 22-35, winning by 1/100th over David Asante. Timothy Reeves the second, 23:01. Jeremiah Mack, 23:14. Ryan Alexander, 23:21. Girls 200 will be up next. That's scheduled at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Make sure you catch a t-shirt from Moneyball Sportswear. They're just past the finish line area. Commemorates your day here at the Champion of Champions meet. One state record, number 2 performance in the country. Out right here on this track. Girls 200 is coming up next. Boys pole vault has moved to 14 feet 6 inches. Bisemian has entered the competition. 2 clearances for him so far. Troy Stokar is right with him. Second attempt clearances for Chase Batani from Almont and Asher Paul of Traverse City Central. Second attempts coming for Sam Vesperman and Ray Weatherington. Third attempts coming for Sean Sinzori and Jace Rowell. So we're down to our final 8 pole vaulters for boys. And the boys' discus is now complete. These 10 athletes can report for their medals. Dominic Weatherly, 140 feet 9 inches. Cameron Gramza, 141.6. Gerard Alexander, 142.3. Logan Ensing, 143.10. Zachary McFerrin, 151.6. Tyler Marugi, 158.7. Fourth was Dominic Char, 167.2. Third, Bob Chase, 168 even. Second was Bryson Anderson, 169 even. And our champion in the boys' discus, 170 feet even today. Congratulations to Matthew Four. The boys' pole vault, the only field event remaining. Girls 200 will be the last girls running event. Again, we are going to rerun a section of some of the boys' 300 hurdles. That will follow these girls' 200s. You can't say enough about the MITCA Association and the work they do providing opportunities for boys and girls in track and field around the state of Michigan. Thank you for all of you involved in that. Not only here at this meet for what you do for the indoor season, they've created the indoor season big thank you to all of our officials. Davison, what an outstanding job hosting, as always. Terrific facility, great hospitality, terrific people staying on top of every little detail. Thank you so much for all that you've done to host this meet. My name's George Tilt. It's been my honor to do the public address announcing here. Sections of the girls 200 will be next up on the track. We see them setting their blocks on the back street. Alice will line up in 2, Distinct. Jarnett from Hazel Park in 3, Bobo Battaglia, Almont in 4, Kayla Yarborough, Hanover Youth in 5, and Katie Comstock in 6. Battaglia, Yarborough, and Comstock. Comstock in 6, Yarborough in 5. They are 3 together at the line. Comstock on the outside. She will take it out of lane 6, 27:32. Alice 27:55 and Gail Yarborough 27:61. Section 2 will bring us Janelle Brown, senior East Lansing in 1, all stayed in the 4x2. 2 will be Tanana Emmendorfer, senior from Sand Creek, 8th in this event in the Division 3 finals. 3 sophomore from Northville is Kaylee Seiler, regional champ runner-up in the conference, state qualifier in this. 4 is Lauren Goodman, senior from Linden, regional champ. 3rd in the Division 2 state final with a PR of 25:38. 5 will be Gabrielle Pruitt, junior from East Lansing, champion of the CAAC Blue Conference, 15th in the D1 final. Tyra Thompson, senior from Ferndale in 6. Regional champ in the 200, Oakland County champ in the 100, 13th in D2. 7 will be Hannah Johnson, senior from Cadillac. Division 2 qualifier to the state final. And lane 8 will be Madison Cook, junior from Pinckney, all-stater in the 4x2. Girls race of the day. Lauren Goodman in 4, Tyra Thompson to her outside. Lauren Goodman runs a strong 200. Lauren Goodman led from the gun, and she will be your champion of the girls 200. 25:67, new personal best for her. Tyra Thompson 26:09, and Kelly Seiler 26:22. Amanda Emmendorfer 26:69, and Janelle Brown 27:25. Velasco's top 8 will report to the center of the field for their awards. Yarborough, Paige Ellis, Katie Comstock, Janelle Brown, Nana Emmendorfer, Callie Seiler, Tyra Thompson, and Lauren Goodman. We do need 36-inch hurdles set in lane 4 for us. We're going to rerun one of the athletes in lane 4. He did have a hurdle impede his way during the race. We're going to rerun that for him. See where he will finish unimpeded. Started the day with 23 pole vaulters. We'd like to have the top 12 report immediately to the center of the field at the conclusion of the boys pole vault. And we now have 6 clearances in the vault, 14 feet 6 inches. 15 feet will be their next height. .15.3, the facility record. Jacob Battani from Almont set that back in 2016. 6 vaulters moving on to 15 feet even.
Are we all good on hurdle?
Yes, all hurdles are set in lane 4 with the 300 hurdles.
All right, here we go. Mark.
Matthew Johnson from Hemlock down the back straightaway. Regional, county, and conference champ, 3rd in Division 3. Johnston will finish strong, just over 41 seconds. Regional, county, and conference champ. 41:48 for that run for Matthew Johnston. And that will conclude the action on the track. The boys pole vault continues on. Invite everybody over to take a look at that. 15 feet even, the current height. Semiot and Ray Witherington, the top vaulters in Michigan so far this year, both clearing 15.3. Bryce Coker with a best of 14.10, Sam Vesperman 14.7, Chase Battani 14.6. So 5 out of the top 6 vaulters in the state so far this year still in that competition. Tokar, our first clearance 15 feet in, a new personal best for him. He now takes the lead in the pole vault. 4 vaults, 4 makes for him. Price the D3 state champion. And there we have another make at 15 feet. Ray Weatherington over the bar. Ray, the bronze medalist in the state championship, conference regional and Oakland County champ earlier this year. So you've got the Division I state champ in Reese Emiat, Division II champ in Stan Vesperman, Division III state champ in Trice Tokar. Still in that competition, Ray Weatherington was the bronze medalist that day in Division I. Second attempts coming for Chase Batani. He was the bronze medalist in Division III. Asher Paul with a second attempt coming. He was 9th in Division I. Second attempt now coming for Reese Emiat. Nope, that was a vault for Vesperman. Emiat will be up next if he chooses. Of course, vaulters can pass at any height they choose. How that play out in the Big Ten women's competition, where Tony Thomas put pressure from Illinois, put pressure on Chloe Timberg to make heights after an early miss and led Thomas to a Big Ten title. Timberg came back to win the NCAA championship 2 nights ago, setting a new meet record in the women's pole vault there. Reese Emiat makes it 4 vaulters over. Great competition in the men's vault. That's 3 clearances, Reese Emiat, Trice Tokar, and Ray Weatherington. Second attempts coming, Chase Batani from Almont, Asher Paul, Traverse City Central, and Sam Vesperman. Sam, a student at Grosse Ile, very southeast corner here of the state of Michigan. Vesperman makes it 4 over 15 feet in the vault. Third attempts coming for Chase Patani and Asher Paul. Clutch third attempt clearance for Chase Patani from Almont. Asher Paul up next to try to match that. Asher Paul will end the day 6th in the vault. Six will be our new height. Clearances here set the new facility record. When they happen, these would also be the top vaults in the state of Michigan so far this year. by Ray Wetherington there. We're still looking for our first clearance, 15 feet 6 inches in the vault. Way to end the Champion of Champions meeting. 3 state champions battling in the boys pole vault. Ray Wetherington, the only senior in the bunch. The other 4 will return. Resemiad only a sophomore this year.
Yep.
Okay, very good. Thanks. Very nice job.
Thanks.
Resemiad continues his perfect day of vaulting. New personal best for him, new stadium record, new meet record. 15.6. Second attempts coming for Chase Batani, Ray Wetherington, Sam Vesperman, and Trice Tokar. first time over 15 feet. Unofficially, he will finish 5th in the pole vault. Bryce Stoker, the next vaulter, Division III state champ. Junior from Hope at Elsie this year. Tokar with a make. He now co-holder of the stadium record. Big new personal best for him. Ray Weatherington up next, trying to match that clearance. Ray, a new graduate of Walton Lake Central this year. The Lakes Valley Regional Oakland County champ. He was 3rd in Division I this past weekend. Vesperman to make it 3. Moving on to the next height, 16 feet even. Samiad just finished his sophomore year, the state champ in Division I for East Kentwood. Bryce Stoker, junior from Hope at Elsie, the Division III state champion. Both moving on to 16 feet even. Emiat. Third attempts coming for he and Trice Toker. The final two voters, the last competition of the Michigan Champion of Champions meet this year. So many of these athletes will move on to national championships next weekend. Nike meet up in Eugene, Oregon. New Balance Nationals, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Excellent third attempt by Trice Toker. He will end the day, new personal best, 15 feet 6 inches. Unofficially, he will be second. Reese Emiat, one more attempt at this height if he chooses. Emiat clean vaulting until this height. 4 attempts, 4 makes until 15.9. See if he vaults at this height or passes, moves the bar up, or just collects his medal. We'll have to wait another day, but Reese Emiat will be your champion of the boys pole vault. He and Trice Toker will share the stadium record, 15 feet 6 inches, new personal best for each one of them. And with that, that does conclude the 2024 Michigan Champion of Champions Festival.